Coming up next on the Jeff Crilley Show, you're going to meet the great Carrie Oram. She is with Angel Heart Holistics. You're going to hear her incredible journey, and we're going to learn about why bells are such an important part of her life next.
Many are predicting that the worst is yet to come, which is unfortunate, said one person here. Until now, they've enjoyed the reputation of being the nation's icebox.
Watched a burglar in his home this morning by webcam.
As a journalist of over 25 years, stories are what make my world turn.
Reporting live from the Dallas newsroom tonight, Jeff Crilley, Fox 4 News.
But in 2008, I took the jump from my familiar life and started a PR firm from my home.
We're talking about anyone with a camcorder like the one I'm using becomes a television network.
We started slowly growing the company, and we now have over 100 clients, and we've branched into the world of live digital broadcasting. I now own 8 different TV studios and have a huge team, and the stories that I now get to share are sometimes the most important of my life. Life has a funny way of coming around full circle. This is the Jeff Crilley Show.
Well, when you think about the way our healthcare system is made up in this world, I think you have a lot of young doctors going out into the world and taking out a prescription pad and writing prescriptions for medicine. And sometimes you find people on 5 different drugs that don't actually interact with each other very well. So they have a cocktail that might be poisoning them. And so that's when you lean into Eastern medicine, which is really more about holistics and how the body receives energy. And so that's why I invited my next guest into the studio, Carrie Oram. She is with Angel Heart Holistics. Thanks for coming on the show.
Thank you for having me.
Absolutely. Well, I want to hear your journey. Have you always been kind of in the holistic crowd, or when did that happen?
I think it was always in the background, but really when COVID hit, it really heightened my journey for wanting to find more than just traditional medicines.
Yes. And we're going to do an exercise with a bell in a minute. But you wrote a best-selling book not too long ago. It's called The Bell, Finding Peace in Your Loved One's Final Moments. And we should tell people that you've been in the hospice world for how many years now?
21 of my 26 years of nursing.
Wow. Okay, tell us about The Bell.
The bell. So I have a bell that was just dropped into my life. And as I was going through my journey, I was trying to find ways to help heal. And I started using this bell. And then once I saw that it helped me, I then went forward and started using it with my patients.
Wow.
So,
Okay, so let's spend a couple more minutes on hospice, because I have to imagine that that part of your journey is so profound. So you actually get to be present for one of the most powerful moments in your client's life, is saying goodbye to a loved one. What is that like, and what lessons have you learned?
it is a gift. I don't think there's a greater gift than being there at such an intimate moment. Just the bond, the connection that you can have with the family and the patient when they take their last breath.
Wow.
It's very special.
Does, without naming the client, do any memories come back to you? Like, I'm so proud that I got to be a part of this moment in time.
All of them.
Yeah.
All of them. You know, the bell came from a specific private duty patient that I worked for that was a hospice patient, and worked with him with the sound. I had to leave, and then I came back, and I walked around the corner, and I still can see this in my mind today. With one eye open, he just said, "The bell." And that's when I realized how special it was. He had been waiting for that, for whatever it meant to him, for calming, for peace.
All right. I want to do an exercise live on the air.
Okay.
So will you share with us the bell?
Definitely, definitely. Okay. So let's just start with a nice deep breath in and out.
That's cool. I felt energy off of the bell.
Yeah.
It wasn't just sound.
Yeah,
It was almost like light.
definitely. I love that. I hear a lot of that. Everybody has a different experience.
Yes. Okay. So talk about what is the science? Because there's people going to be watching this saying, "Okay, this is voodoo." I mean, what's the science?
The science is depending on whether you're have crystal bowls or the Tibetan bowls. You know, your body is made up of silica, your cells.
Yes.
The crystal bowls have the silica in them too. So they just connect. With the Tibetan bowls, the brass bowls, those work on the body, the outer body of the cell.
And so,
So-
when you're working with people using this therapy,
Yeah.
is it to calm them down? What do you use the bell therapy?
It is whatever they need. Really, just I worked with a patient that was actually seizing at that moment. I asked permission from the family, and I started playing it, and it took a little bit, but she just calmed down.
Wow.
Yeah, I mean, I know everybody's into the science, but it's more one of those that you need to experience it.
I love that. Okay, so how were you first introduced to the bell?
I was again on my journey from being overwhelmed. Number one, I was used to death with being a hospice nurse, and then COVID happened, and I was just trying to find something, and I went to Sedona and took a class in sound, and the bell was there.
Wow.
It found me, really.
And we talked before the show that you also do aromatherapy. Tell us about that.
So in the middle, keep coming back to COVID, in the middle of COVID, I was looking for another way to help my patients, and I was in this program, and it's just the beautiful aroma and the senses that help. Lavender is really good at end of life. There's so many
Wow.
things that can be used, back to what you were saying about medicine,
Yes.
in enhancement.
Okay, so we have about 2 minutes left, so I want you to talk to the viewer. That's your camera right
Okay.
there. Talk to the viewer. I mean, they've tried everything. Maybe they're not sleeping well at night. They know that they're not feeling themselves.
Yeah.
How can some of the things that you practice help them?
I think just being present. So trying to find something online to help calm with music, with the sound. Aromatherapy, essential oils will really help. You got lavender to help calm you. And just really it's about being present, you know?
So powerful. Well, I thank you so much for sharing your wisdom with us. I urge you to go to her website and check her out. It's angelheartholistics.com. The great Carrie Oram. Thanks for coming on the show.
Thank you.
You bet.
Appreciate
That's it
you.
for now. We'll see you next time.